So it's hard now, being advancing in age, to think about starting something exactly from scratch. And I had a lot of energy back then, a lot of drive to do something, to make something of my life, because I was a new pathology graduate. But I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I did not want to just push the glass like other pathologists. And there's nothing wrong with it, but that's not me. So I had a drive. I don't know that I have the same drive today, but on the other hand, in January, I started a new pathology textbook, How Cancer Arises. I'm writing about all 1,200 human malignancies. I made a list, kind of using the textbook as the infrastructure to start with, and adding the WHO classification. And I started writing about them a couple years ago. And then a couple months ago, I thought, well, this is just kind of hodgepodge. I need some structure. And I thought, I've already got a textbook. Why not just write another textbook and incorporate it like this? And it kind of reminds me of the same thing, because I think I will read it. Will anyone else read it? Will anyone else use it? I really have no idea. I mean, you see the traffic starting to pick up. So I kind of have started it over, and I'm kind of getting some of these initial emotions back, these initial feelings that I had forgot about. You know, when you do something no one else has really done, you just don't know what the future's going to be. And at this point, I just don't know. But I like doing it, and I hope it ends up being something useful. Well, I think the main thing that we do is the textbook, and people come up with all these suggestions on other things we should do. I've kind of tried to stay focused on our mission. So our textbook is a little over half of the topics to be up to date. So we are working on the other half. It's a lot of work. We've got 600 authors, but we need more. And every time we get an author, we have at least 3 sets of editors in-house who handle their written product. So we're actually hiring more people because we want to increase the number of authors, so we're going to need more internal staff. And then it has to be reviewed by outside editors. And we've got about 100, but I think we still need some more. So we have to work on doing that. I'm writing the new textbook, How Cancer Arises. We're doing that. We have some things we're thinking of. We want to make the directory searchable so that people can look for, is there a pathologist who's working on oncocytoma of the kidney, who's doing research? And maybe it'll be in their directory profile, and you could do a search and find it, and you can contact them. We're working on practice questions. I think we're over 4,000. Maybe some kind of application where the computer system will remember what questions you've answered already, and maybe give you a score, and maybe do some other things that you could get with an app that you pay for. And we're not trying to compete with them, but we've got all these questions ourselves, so we want to take it a step further. Should we have a mobile app? I mean, people have suggested it. I mean, I think we could do it, but what would be the big advantage of it? So we have to sort that out. So we go to conferences, we ask people what they would like, and we listen to them. We can't always do it right away, but we do listen. Sometimes it takes a couple years before we actually do it. So we're always open to it. We know people use the site, but we want to continue to make sure that people really love the website. I think our website is pretty successful, but I think one of the things we like to do is to support charities. So we have a lot of scholarship programs that we support through our website. We started a scholarship program for Detroit Public School students. We started scholarship programs at Wayne State University, where I went, and at the University of Michigan Medical and Law School, where I went. And I think it's important for everyone in a business to think about charity, and not just think about adding every possible dollar to your profit margin. It's good for the world. It's good for, I think, our business. It's a good marketing strategy. And I think it keeps our egos in check. There's a lot of people, they seem to have a problem with their ego and thinking that they could do no wrong and all that. We need to keep thinking, no, we're not perfect. We have to try to do better. We have to try to be a greater use to the community. And if we're making money, that's great, but we have to find some way of using it to make the world better, not just to, get more things for ourselves.